Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do first impressions of the ongoing series right now, Danganronpa. That's right, man. Yo, let me just say this before I get started. This series hits a lot of points. It's a lot of points. It's funny, it's fascinating, and it's fucked up. Oh, man. 3 F's right there. It's funny, fascinating, and just goddamn fucked up. It is fucked up. Oh, wow. The story. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do 3 things. I'm going to do the story, I'm going to do the characters, and then I'm going to do the animation. But let me just say this. This series, I will start reviewing. Right now, we're on episode 5. Episode 5. And episode 6 should be coming out either today or tomorrow. I don't know when. But either way, this series, I believe, is worth reviewing, and I'm going to review this series from now on. I believe that there are going to be, what, 12 episodes for this series? Or 13? So, at least that's my belief, that's my assumption. But either way, doesn't matter, because I'm going to review it, because it's fucking nasty. I like this shit a lot. So, let me get started with the story. The story is actually very simple, but of course, it gets more complex as the story continues. Basically, it's this kid, the main character, Nagi. He gets invited to join this prestigious, quote-unquote, prestigious school, where all these unique individuals join this school, and this school is supposed to be like world-renowned and regarded highly. So he walks in the front gate of the school, all of a sudden passes out, wakes up in this gymnasium with 14 students around him. All these unique individuals who are also, in the same predicament where they walked in the front gate, passed out, and wound up in the gymnasium, and wound up in the same gymnasium. And basically, it's all of a sudden comes this demonic teddy bear, this thing called the Mono Bear, Monokuma, and the Monokuma says, "All right, so there's 15 students here. And you guys are going to spend the rest of your lives in this school. The rest of your goddamn lives. However, you guys can escape this school if you guys can kill one another and get away with murder." And that is the entire premise of the story. Now, where it goes from here is goddamn fascinating. Because one of the characters that so basically it's like, you have to escape the school. And the only way you can escape the school is by killing someone and getting away with that murder. So what they have going on in this anime are like SVU shit, like on some, Law and Order, like crime scene investigation, where they analyze the crime scene if someone dies, and the Mono Bear, the Monokuma, he entices people to kill each other by showing clips of their families and what will happen to them if they don't kill one another, by revealing the most embarrassing secrets. And it's like he tries to motivate these kids to kill each other. And it's very unique how the thing plays out, and how these students have to deal, because they're all unique in their own right. They're all unique, they're all different. Like one girl, she is a pop icon, another girl is a model, another girl is like a martial arts, and she's like big and muscular as fuck. It's like, what the hell? There's one guy, he's like a baseball star. Another guy, he's like a super bookworm. He's kind of like a weird, pervy, big dude. There's another guy who's also a bookworm, but he's more eloquent and more prestigious. He has some suave to him, if you want to call that. So, and like, there's another guy, he's like a biker, he's like one of those like street thugs. So they got a whole spectrum of characters here. And the main character, Nagi, he's particularly normal, but at the same time he's not normal, because he's very analytical, especially when it comes to the whole crime scene. I mean, granted, he's a bitch when he first comes, straight up pussy. But the problem is that even though he's a pussy, you got to give him props because of the fact that so far there's only been 2 murders, but him and another female, I believe her name is Kirigi, they're able to deduce what occurs in most of these murders. So even though he's a bitch, he's very analytical. The Mono Bear, he keeps on egging people on, like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna tell the entire world your most precious secrets. They're all gonna find out. I'm gonna kill your family, and it's all this shit. But basically, there's Togami, there's this one girl, Ioshima, there's another girl, her name is Io, there's another girl, there is Ogami, there's a shit ton of characters. There's a lot of characters in the goddamn story. I can't really go about naming all of them off the top of my head. I really can't. But basically, the main ones that I want to focus on right now, when it comes to characters, are the main. Okay, so the main character I already said. But aside from the main character, there is the villain or the antagonist, the Monokuma, the Mono Bear. He's a demonic teddy bear whose half his body is white, half his body is black, and he gets off, like he gets excited and horny and aroused when people die. He loves this shit. He's infatuated with people dying. Like when someone dies, he starts breathing heavy, he starts sweating, it's like, oh, yeah, there we go. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this teddy bear? But we don't know why he's doing this. Like, there is a particular reason as to why he's doing this. And we don't know exactly why it is. He has an underlying meaning for all of this. And that should be obvious. But he hasn't told the students yet. And the students have to play the game. The main function is just to play the game, to survive, or to get out. That is the main purpose right now, just to get out. And this is for some kind of experiment that he's doing. But again, we don't know why he's doing it. But he's the main antagonist, he's the main villain, he's the Mono Bear, the Monokuma. And if someone is caught murdering someone, after they have a full body student jury, there is an execution. And these executions are like, what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Like, who makes up this shit? Like, what the, like, dude? Like, the most, again, because I don't want to spoil for those guys who don't watch the anime, but the most recent execution, what the fuck? Who dies like that? And then all the students have to watch this shit go down. So not only do they have a jury where they have to pressure one another to try and admit who committed the murder, or try and use the evidence in the murder scene and try and deduce who the murderer is, but also they have to watch the execution of that murderer, who was one of their fellow students. And it's like, who makes up this shit? The fuck, bro? Kuma. Whoa. Well, the most recent one just threw me off. I'm like, wait, you can die like that? Really? Fuck. Oh my god. Like, it was mega fucked up. It was mega fucked up. Alright. But let me get on to the last part. That's the animation. Animation. Oh, there's a huge contrast. And I like it a lot. Like, when it comes to the regular scenes, they're, regular animation scenes, like walking through the goddamn hallways. They're very regular, very normal. Most of all, they're in high quality. They're not, like, old school choppy. It's actually very nice, regular-wise. Then when it comes to, like, the crime scenes, all of a sudden, the animation takes, like, a dramatic increase. And it becomes, like, more dynamic. The shaking of the camera, the shock and the awe, the crime scene, how the blood is pink. So they can show a lot of blood because it's pink. It's not red, it's pink. It's also very cryptic and very dark. It's like, what the fuck? And then comes the jury scenes where all of a sudden they go in like a manga style. It's like, what? It's like there's manga panels here that are moving here left and right, manga scenes, flash forward, all these lines going across. It's like, what the hell's happening? And then there's a huge animation shift when it comes to the murder, when it comes to the execution scenes, where all of a sudden the animation, it just spikes, and it's like and it's like some 3D realistic like scenes of silhouettes just dying. It's like, what's happening? So the animation, there's a huge spectrum. They hit almost all aspects of animation, from the manga panels to the high quality murder scenes to the regular walking around the goddamn hallways to the what the fuck 3D execution scenes. They hit a lot of goddamn points when it comes to animation quality. So the animation is very dynamic. It's shocking. It's shocking just the range that they use in the show. Like, that's a high goddamn budget. That's a high ass budget for an anime. Truth be told, especially when it comes to the oh my god, hell yeah, those execution scenes must be high ass budget, man. But overall, so far, first impressions, I'm digging it. I'm digging it heavy. I'm like, yo, Monokuma, what's coming next? Like, they just went to the second floor because the building has several floors, and they couldn't get to the next floor until they had a particular number of students die. So it's like, what the fuck? Monokuma, what are you planning? What's going on? And apparently, I mean, I don't want to, let me leave out a lot of spoilers, alright? But basically, there's a lot of things going on. Again, it is funny. There was also one part where, like, there was a plugin from Soul Eater where it was like a healthy murderer is in a healthy body and a healthy soul. It was like, wow, that's a straight up Soul Eater plugin. Yo, that was funny. That was funny as fuck. I caught that shit. I was like, wow, straight up Soul Eater plugin. A healthy murderer is in a healthy body and a healthy soul. Or a healthy mind, whichever one it was. It was some crazy shit. It was funny. But the show is overall very funny. But again, it is fascinating because of the whole dynamic animation, because of the whole like murder scenes and how they have to like investigate on some like, you know, Elliot Stapler and Benson shit. At the same time, it is very fucked up. The execution scenes, the first execution scene was fucked up. The second one, whoa, bro, whoa, fuck. And most of the time you don't see it because of the fact that they're mainly silhouettes, but still. So, but overall animation, I mean, overall the series, I like it a lot, I really do. And you will see me in episode 6 review, that's for sure. So I'm done headlining. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace! Have a nice day.